Hello, my fabulous friends. Hi, my friends. For our last art class this week, I'll be reading you a book that I was given as a gift this year that I would like to share with all of you, and then a quick project that will be optional. You do not have to do the project this week. There won't even be a turn-in spot for it. If you want to share it with me, you can of course have mom or dad take a picture and email it to me, but the project is optional. You do not have to complete the project this week. So without further ado, here's a book called The Invisible String. It is by Patrice Karst and is illustrated by Joanne Lou Vreithoff. Liza and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Suddenly, it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud that it woke them up. "Mommy, Mommy," they cried out as hard as they could as they ran to her. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. "We're scared." Mom said, "You know we're always together no matter what." "But how can we be together when you're out here and we're in bed?" said Liza. Mom held something right in front of them and said, "This is how." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mom was holding. "I was about your age when my mommy first told me about the invisible string." "I don't see a string," said Jeremy. "You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love." "But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there?" asked Liza. "Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart and know that you are always connected to everyone you love." "When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. And when you tug it right back, we feel it in our hearts," said Jeremy. "Does Jasper the cat have an invisible string?" Liza asked. "She sure does," said Mom. "And best friends like me and Lucy?" asked Liza. "Best friends too." "How far can the string reach?" "Anywhere and everywhere," Mom said. "Would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean?" asked Jeremy. "Yes," Mom said, "even there." "Or a mountain climber?" "Even there." "Or a dancer in France?" "Even there." "A jungle explorer?" "Even there." How about an astronaut in space? Yes, even there. Then Jeremy quietly asked, "Can my string reach all the way to Uncle Brian in heaven?" Yes, even there. Does the string go away when you're mad at us? Never, said Mom. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string will always be there. Even when you get older and can't agree about things like what movie to see, or what game to play in the back seat, or what time to go to bed. Oh, that's right, you two should be in bed. And with that, they all laughed as Mom chased the twins back to their beds. Within a few minutes, they were asleep, even though the storm was still making the same loud noises outside. As they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings their friends have, and their friends have, and their friends have, until everyone in the world was connected by invisible strings. And from deep inside, they could clearly see no one is ever alone. That's a really good one, my tigers. I love it. So now we're gonna have a really quick, simple art project that is totally optional that you don't have to do. You don't even have to turn in to me if you don't want to, about the invisible string. All right, my friends, so we just read a book called The Invisible String, which is right here. And even though it was about a mom talking to her two kids about how they are all connected by an invisible string that makes them all connected all the time, even though they miss each other, I thought that it reminded me of you guys, because even though we've been apart for so long, I feel that we are all connected by an invisible string. Teacher to student, student to student, friends, families, by this invisible string that connects us all together as one Shrewsbury family. So what I want to do is I want to make that invisible string and kind of represent the love that we all share as one big community. So here's what you're going to need. Just some string, right? Because that's an obvious one. Some markers, crayons, colored pencils, something colorful. Some tape, scissors, and 3 sheets of paper. Doesn't really matter the color. I liked these 3 colors. What you're going to need are 2 colors, one for 2 hands, and one for a heart. All right, my friends, the very first thing I'm going to do is I am going to trace my hand on one of these pieces of paper. Now, what I actually did was I stacked these pieces of paper together, and I'm going to take either a pencil or a marker or whatever drawing utensil I have, and I am just going to trace my hand. Okay, now it's not perfect, but that's okay. I can fix this with scissors. So I don't like doing things twice if I don't have to, so I'm actually going to keep these stacked so I can just cut these together. So I can kind of fix this with my marker and make it look a little bit more like a hand. So I can kind of make this finger a little bit skinnier. can fix this so I know what lines to cut on. Okay. All right, time for a time lapse so I can cut this out. Again, I'm cutting this with my second piece underneath it. I'm leaving my third piece off to the side. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cut out 2 different color hands. We have our 2 hands cut. All we need now is to cut out our heart that is going to go in the center of our 2 hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my third piece of paper in half. I'm going to move these hands out of the way. I'm going to take my marker and at the crease in the center, draw half of a heart. And then I know that I am going to cut on this line. Perfect. All right, tigers, the last thing I'm going to do is with my 2 hands, one representing me and one representing all the people that I feel connected to around the world that I have been apart from. I am going to connect us all with a string. So I am just going to measure out the string. Cut it. You can use any kind of string for this. I just have a lot of yarn in my house. And I am going to tape this on. Tigers, so far I love the way this looks. I think it's so cute. The last thing I want to do is I am going to write all the people that my invisible string connects me to. So one hand represents me, one hand represents all the people that I feel connected to. So I can write this anywhere. I can write this on the heart, I can write this on the hand. I think I might write this on the hand. I have an idea. So watch the time lapse. All right, my friends, so I have made my invisible string that's represented here with my, my artwork that I made for everybody that I love, that I have felt connected to throughout this whole process. So I listed everybody. I listed all my people that are here on Earth or have passed, and you guys that I miss so much, my invisible string, me, and I can hang this to remind me that we are always together and that I am never alone. So thank you so much for everything this whole school year, for doing art with me. I had so much fun with you guys. I'm so sorry that we couldn't finish off the year together, but I think we did a great job making art together, even though we were far apart. So thank you. I miss you. I love you. I can't wait to see you again when we can make art together in the art room. So if you ever need anything, I am always here for you. And just remember, creativity is never canceled. So I hope you make lots of beautiful art this summer, my tigers. All right. I'll see you on